What is up, YouTube? It is your boy John here from Puma Plow, playing some more Farming Simulator 22. We're back on Mid-South USA. We're still doing some baling. Let's get to it.
Not us.
There we go. Is that better?
It's you, not us.
That still had the no kid hungry like overlay thing was still on there, but technically that campaign, like, Carson closed it last night. So I didn't think to check that. Whoopsie. You know what, Goaty? Actually, I did do something different with my hair since the other day. I did, actually.
Oh, you're bald.
I may not have the flow as Bear called it anymore. It's gone.
Oh.
Big Al, we were just over 25,000 bales as of the other day. Oh, it looks like okay.
110.
Yeah, 25,110, I believe, is our last.
With that big field?
Do what?
Are we done with the
I don't know.
field of
Regret? I don't know.
Regrets.
Regrets.
Oh.
All the regrets.
Oh, I hope.
I will say, looks like John or Jonathan, whatever you want to call him. I like to call him just John because then it makes it sound like I'm talking about myself in the third person. But I swear I'm not. It looks like he did come back in and square out the field and cut down all the trees that were here. So this is good. This is going to help course play out a bunch here.
Carson_Phillips just resubscribed for 56 months. Hey John, I've been thinking that I don't have the time anymore to work for you, so this is me 2-week notice as Suma and new job are coming. Last few years have been great, good luck. More info in email.
Is that actually serious? Are you serious, Carson? Because if you're telling me this over a resub, that's kind of weird. We talked yesterday for hours, so I don't know about that. They said 56 months, I guess. All right, it does look like this field is all cleaned up, is what it looks like to me. Let's see. Go in here. So this field probably could use a liming and definitely needs fertilizer, but we've got other stuff to do in these other fields too, right-o? Right? Okay, so field, we need to get some mowers going. That's what we need to do. Got us some mowers, Goaty.
You got some mowers?
I think they're all parked, aren't they? Up. I don't know. Wow, Sean. Wow. Oh, it's April 1st.
Ah, why?
Yeah.
We're just about to having a party.
I forgot it's April 1st. Dang it. I totally fell for it too. I was like, this guy, if he's telling me this over, like, I mean, that's fine. I know he's busy, but like. Sean's joining NASCAR. Okay. Where are all the mowers at? Because they're not all parked. Where are they at? Where'd they be, Cody?
I don't know.
At a field.
I actually don't know where they are.
I know where they are, John. They're on the
There's-
they're on the map.
There's one on the
Found one.
third.
Found one. Come on, get in it, buddy. Sean, you're going to join NASCAR? Okay. Yep. Remember that year I we convinced everybody I was joining the circus? Okay, bye, Carson. Talk to you never. Oh, goodness. Loudly hello. Kind of, but not really, by the way. Did I get the storm yesterday? Kind of, but not really. Goaty, you want to start bailing over here in 3?
There's 4 mowers at the homestead.
Yeah, we have 10.
Yeah, I can do bales on number 3.
Yeah, I'll start mowers on these other fields, and then
Where's my
I'll jump in a
trailer?
baler with you.
Where's my trailer?
I don't know where your trailer is.
Ooh,
No.
TD.
I didn't touch it.
Oh. John, you know how like today's April 1st, even though you got trolled?
Yeah.
So MacDon has their own like swather.
Mhm.
They had a guy with a lawnmower seat on it with a steering wheel.
Okay. Interesting.
Imagine being able to cut your grass with a.
Okay. Olivia says she can see. What would I do in the circus? Don't. Maybe don't. Blogger, what's going on? How are you? Yeah, so we had storms coming across Missouri. I was never in a warning yesterday, but it was one of those things where like there was a couple cells heading this way that kind of looked like they might wanted to play a little bit, you know. And then they kind of I found all the more stuff there with the there's your tractor, Cody, right here on me by the debris crusher.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I kind of, I don't know. It was one of those things where it was like, could have streamed. Wow. Wow. Okay, so Nick, when I buy you a wedding gift, I'm only buying something you want, not what she wants. Jeez. Calling me the bearded lady? That's rude. God, I'm buying you some tools, Nick, okay?
Five Shadow 1985 just resubscribed for 54 months. What does this shiny button do?
Fire.
For the kids. Everything must be done for the kids. Puma Plows.
Fire Shadow, thanks for the 54-month resub. I appreciate it. Welcome back. But the biggest thing last night, honestly, and you know, you guys know I'm pretty transparent with y'all. I was just not in the mood. I'll be honest with everybody. I was not in the mood to stream at all last night. Not in a good place. That's okay.
Fun being weather spotters.
I did enjoy that yesterday. I was having a good time watching all the screens and having all the live feeds up from here, there, and yonder, and that was fun. But yeah, I wasn't in a good mood, so it is what it is. Fire Shadow, you've been here a long time and still not banned. And you've only been timed out 5 times. So. Not bad, man. Not bad. All right, so it's got an hour to get that done. I guess I'll jump into a baler and join a goatee over in that field.
I'm waiting with the outside pass.
That was fine. That's totes fine. Do what you gotta do, bro.
But at least in the ends.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine. Understood.
Understood.
I understand the assignment.
Alright.
Alright.
Oh, I got some great video shots today.
Oh yeah? Train club?
Hey, it's the expo.
Oh, train show, yeah.
A train show, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to try and clip it together.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So last night I ended up playing some railroads. Online, but by myself.
Yeah.
And I went to the what's it called? I didn't really run trains because I kind of played the other day and I kind of had this idea of like I want to kind of redo the train yard at the oil field. Right. So the other night I grabbed a train, like drove over there, got all the stuff that was all the cars that were there and hooked them up and took them to the freight depot just to get them out of my way. And well, last night I spent like 4 hours rebuilding that train yard, but I got it rebuilt.
Did you get it so you can go on both sides of the loading dock?
Yes, and what I did is I made it so when you come into the train yard, you actually have an option now of going into the yard part or to the loading / unloading.
Oh.
So it kind of goes to single track for just a second.
Yeah.
And then it splits off, and there's a whole bunch of switches in front of you, which are eventually go to, I think there's 7 sidings there. Like 7 tracks for stacking up cars. And then if you go to the unload/load, you have the option to go to the unload would be the left, center is the one load, and then right is the other unload, or the other load for the oil, the crude oil. But you can actually, you pull up past it. You pull into a dead end track, right?
Yeah.
And then when you're backing up to, I would, fill the train backing up then. And then you back into a dead end track. So when you're full and you're backed up all the way, then you can pull forward and go right back out to the, we'll call it the main. And then the main actually loops around and hits the other end of the train yard now.
Oh.
So you could go either way there technically through the unload/load. I think it's pretty slick. So I'll have to stream it sometime or show it to you.
Yeah.
It's awesome now. I really like the way it turned out. So.
Tomorrow I'm gonna do some shots of the American layout there's there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's
very nice.
Like on one side it's like Grand Canyon.
Okay.
Like a canyon going down, there's cliffs on the side.
That's
cool. And on the other side there's kind of like a industrial area. Big industrial area. It's gotta be good.
Pretty awesome. That's pretty cool.
But I need to see that online, the railroad online.
Yeah, I don't know. And then I hauled some, I was going to I'll haul some oil and check this yard out and make sure everything works,
Yeah.
So I go to get the tankers from the refinery, and our freaking track next to the platform to load the barrels was too close. I couldn't get the train through.
Oh.
So then I had to spend an hour rebuilding all of that up there and moving it over 3 inches in the game.
Oh.
Jacob, I actually, so what I did is I decided Thursday night, because like I said, I haven't been in this map since Thursday stream. So I Thursday night I jumped in railroads, and I was really looking at that, layout. I want to redo this, right? But I was I don't know what I want to do. So Fluffy Trucker coming in with the raid. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. How's everybody doing today? How's it going? Happy Saturday. Welcome in, y'all. So I really, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. I really studied the map basically, Jacob, and thought about it and kind of did the old, I'll sleep on it, and check it out the next day. So yes, I did actually kind of plan it out there, Jacob. Yes. I know it's shocking, but I pretty much what I was thinking about doing, I pretty well came up with it. Yeah, Terry, what's going on? How are you? Thanks for the follows, guys. Appreciate it. Welcome in, everybody. So, yeah, it was pretty good. Turned out good. Exactly, Jacob. Sometimes it's nice just to take a minute and to be like, okay, now what exactly do I want here? Farming is going. We're baling. We're in the middle of a 100,000 bale challenge. We're roughly at 25,000 bales. We've been at this, Monday would be 2 weeks we've been at this, so.
Hey, we bought this baler on Thursday, right?
Yeah. How many bales have you
done? 30 more, and then we have 1,500.
Oh, wow. Happy farming Saturday. Welcome in. Every satisfactory restart. Yeah. Definitely, Jacob. And I've actually taken some time in some of those real aggressive turns outside the freight depot over to the sawmill. I'm kind of working on some of those too, and Just, trying to make things better.
Was that built before the track update?
No. All that was done after the track update.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that track update? That was lovely.
Yeah. Interesting, Jacob. Interesting. Yeah. That is something we're going to start up eventually, guys. Is a satisfactory server. Should be interesting. I think coming up Monday, I'm going to check it out tomorrow, but I think Monday, we're going to jump back into some construction sim for the evening. Check out the new stuff in there. I've been told there's new stuff. Of course, I haven't seen it, but might as well jump in and check it out. That's what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, should be fun. They're not the cheaty ones either. Well, that's good. That is good. Yeah, so guys, we have to make 103,011 and 11 bales is what we have to make, and then 69 small bales. So that would be our total. We'll make the 69 small bales last. Of course, because why not? Game. Oh, Satisfactory it's an awesome game, but just time disappears when you play that game. I really think it's like a time travel game. Like
Jacob and I, we talked about it last night.
Yeah.
This morning actually. I started on the 17th of March.
Uh-huh.
And I have 105 hours into it.
Yep, we're doing a bale challenge right now. We're in the middle of it. Like I said, we got about 25,000 bales. And we're going for 100,000, so. Wow, Plugger. Wow. Jacob, I would be amazed at some of the mods, and I've, yeah, I only play vanilla, so at least for now. I really should get a sprayer going on the other field, shouldn't I, go?
Yeah.
I'll get 2 sprayers going here in a minute. Plugger, it would be interesting to see.
Have rollers with them too?
Do what?
No.
You gonna have rollers with them too?
Oh, rowers.
Why would I roll?
Oh, row.
What?
I don't know. That's what you did last time on the field of regurts.
But that's because we were trying to get rid of the need rolled. Like, after you seed need rolled, it's gone. So I'm not going to roll it this time. The only roller that would do anything right now is the grassland care roller. And yeah, no, we're not using that on the big field. That's for sure. Just saying. That is definitely not happening. So we want that one. We want to go the field 23. 23. Cody, stand by for leg.
Yeah, come on.
Yep.
Get jiggy with it. No.
Get jiggy with it.
Feel like that field.
No. Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I joined when I did before the field of regurts
Why?
because of the lag with the bales.
Oh, it's actually not that bad, honestly. The lag is generating course by courses.
Oh, I know that feeling.
That's definitely the lag. All right, left, he's good to go. Grab this guy. Tell him to go to first, right. Why can't I copy that though? Did I not set that up for copy? I'm not gonna catch him.
I'll catch them all.
Pokemon, yeah, yeah. Cool. How's it go? Pokemon. I don't even know.
I don't know.
Used to watch that show like religiously. That's okay. All right. Did I set the other guy up to actually just run when he gets there? I did. Let's go. The other thing I'm going to do is start a bail pickup as well, Cody. Our field.
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all. Little 1050 action. Gotta love the 1050. By the way, $7.9 million. Look at us go, chat. We got all the monies. All of it. Which is good. We need the monies. I don't know why we need the monies, but we need the monies.
It's not in beans, it's in grass.
When you're doing this kind of volume, yeah. Yeah, you can definitely make a lot of money. Yeah. Need a 100-meter grass roller. Could you imagine? Yeah. Wildfire Shadow. Glad you're having a good day, although I hear some sarcasm there, you know. I see some sarcasm, so yeah. I'm doing all right. I'm doing better than I was yesterday. I was not in a good mood, so. 50 cents.
50 cent?
50 cent? Know it. Oh, yeah. Do what?
Nothing?
A rot.
50 cent.
Yep. Something like that. I almost went, if I could have gotten into work yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, I was trying to set up a camera outside that I could see on my computer. And I was gonna go live with like cloud cam. Because the clouds here yesterday were just insane. They were awesome. It was a great cloud day yesterday, which I know weird, but it's a thing.
Chuck 5099 cheered Dex 100. Weather calmed down yet?
Hey, maybe I won't do a cloud cam. God, Carson's yelling at me over here.
I bet.
Chuck, all good here. It's just windy today. Very windy. How's your weather? That would have been cool. Maybe I'll try to get it to work. It should all work. I think the problem is my my Wi-Fi, like anywhere, if you get like on the other end of my house or outside or even sometimes here in the garage, it's terrible. The only Wi-Fi like hotspot thing I have is in the basement, which I know is not a good idea. I need to get another one and put it like in my attic. And then I would probably be able to do a cloud cam. So yeah, just can't do it with what I got going. The camera works. I can see it on my phone, but I can't see it on the old computer here because they have like a web-based thing you can log into basically and check it out. It's unfortunate. But Shock, thanks for the 100 bits there. But yeah, it finally calmed down last night. Although, like I said, it's been windy. You know, like those black plastic, like corrugated, like pipes you put on your downspouts. I'm not sure which one it came off of because we have them on all four corners of the house. But there's one laying in this like center of my backyard, which is like it's nowhere near where it should be. So, it's the thing. I'm doing better. I'm good today. I'm good. What's popping? But yeah, it was a bit of a crazy weather day yesterday. All those tornadoes. There was a lot of tornado warnings yesterday, and it was the whole thing. It was definitely a whole thing. But yeah. I don't know how many times, you know, we were watching some like live streams and stuff about weather yesterday, where I was for many hours.
Carson
And
had it up, and then Jake had it up. I had mine up.
We all had it up.
It was fun.
But
It was a good night.
I can't tell you how many times we saw like debris balls, which is like that's an active tornado on the ground, you know, throwing debris thousands of feet in the air. Like, man, it's just unfortunate. You hate to see it, you know? Really hate to see it.
But also it was impressive, like strength of what Mother Nature can do.
Do what?
It's impressive with the strength that that the weather can do.
Yeah, it is. It's impressive. It's you know.
And scary at the same time.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, you know, watching that stuff yesterday and watching like North Little Rock just get absolutely annihilated. You know, watching that live, it's just like, man, kind of hard to watch it, you know.
Broke the server, Goaty.
Yeah, I'm in Missouri, so our weather here yesterday wasn't too crazy. There was actually like 2 lines there for a while that were coming this way, and they weren't like warning storms or anything, but there was a lot of lightning in them. So that's kind of why yesterday I was like, about streaming, and you know, sometimes you just need a night off, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. All right. Oh yeah.
That first line, that kind of just went south of me.
I was wondering about you, Trent, yesterday. I kept looking when they would call out all these towns in Illinois. I'd look up and TeamSpeak. I was like, he's still there. It's fine.
Oh, I only lost internet for not too long, actually.
Yeah.
I only lost it from 29, or I guess 828, and I came back 31.
Oh wow. And Nebraska had crazy winds.
I only lost, or power only flashed 3 times.
Yeah, not bad.
I consider that to be a win.
In Illinois,
outside was it moved my grill and knocked down 2 of the trash cans, and about it.
I don't know what. I guess it was like the precursor to this storm, but like Thursday night late, I was out here, and all of a sudden, man, it went from like calm to just like the house started creaking, and something outside went bang, crash, and I was just like, I almost like dove under the desk. I thought the house was coming down. Like it was bad.
Friday has just been wind.
It was just like out of nowhere. We had a heck of a wind gust. It was crazy. Yeah, Big Al, you guys were just on the other side of the whole thing yesterday.
Shortly after the storm went by, my dad called me because he was about ready to go to work at the prison, and I had to take shelter because the tornado sirens went off.
Yep.
Luckily, the only damages that he had was Mother Nature did some tree trimming for him.
No.
Really,
see, and all that wind, and I'm just sitting here going, man, I'm glad we got those trees taken out, like, you know, earlier this week in my front yard, because, like, you never know. It could have been the windstorm that got them. I didn't hear about, like, really any damage, because, like I said, we didn't really get anything bad here. Just some wind and rain a few times. Southern Illinois will welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Howdy, neighbor. I'm in St. Louis. Oh, Big Al, it's crazy different. I haven't taken an after photo yet. I took the photo the day before they got cut down. I just like walked out in my street and took a picture. Very different, Big Al. Yes. I walked outside the other day and I was like, there's so much room for activities out here now. I don't know what activities, but there's so much room. Oh, man. I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with my Christmas lights. Like how, obviously it's going to change my display a lot. And, you know, if nothing else, I have like 4,000 lights that don't have a home anywhere or anymore. So actually probably closer to 5,000 lights by the time you wrap all the trunks.
Go Griswold.
Yeah, right. It's like, I don't really know what to do with those for this coming lighting season. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. I was thinking about a flagpole and then just like building a tree off that. I don't know. We'll see.
Lines of light on the foundation of the house, on the roof.
No, I'm not allowed to do the roof.
Oh, okay.
Dad doesn't care for that. I've never been the guy up there with like the staple gun, you know.
It could be bad. No.
Kerplunk, 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 you know.
Setting
I
up
know.
lights with John.
I know somebody that does that though. Troy, what's up?
What's going on, man?
Oh, just, you know, trying not to blow away in the naders yesterday.
Yeah, trust me, I was getting alerts all night last night.
Oh man, it was crazy out this way. Crazy. I guess they died down eventually. I don't actually know how far that system ended up going.
It come all the way over here to North Carolina, South Carolina. So
Did it really?
Yep.
Golly. I know I quit tracking it at like, I don't know, like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock probably. Quit watching it. I never did hear. Apparently there was like a live music venue that had a roof collapse and there were a bunch of people hurt there. I haven't heard anything about that today. Of course,
There was supposed to be take care of that roof collapse too.
Oh, really?
Nobody was in it.
Wow.
When me and Jacob checked this morning, it was mostly like thunderstorms left.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. System. Yeah. Yeah, the tornadoes yesterday were great. That one around Little Rock, that was probably the one you're talking about. That was down on the ground forever. That thing just kept going and going and going. It was a big tornado. That was a huge tornado. So, I know last night when I opened my TikTok, that's all it was. It was about the storms. I did see a little league baseball game that was like either they were getting ready for it. It was like a practice for little league, like these kids out on a baseball diamond, and off in the distance you just see this huge tornado. It's like, what?
They had to finish the game.
Like, tell me it was probably from like Iowa. Tell me you're from Iowa without telling me you're from Iowa. You know, like it was off a ways, but it was crazy. Nonetheless, it was kind of funny actually. And I assumed everybody was safe just because, like I said, it was kind of far away. Yeah. All right, so that's getting fertilized. By the way, the field of regret looks so much better, basically squared out now, except for the little north spot up there. But down here, John came in the other day and took care of that for us, so it's awesome. So much better. So it'll actually yield more bales now too. That field bales a little over 25 or a little over 5,000 bales. And that one field.
After you rolled it.
Yeah, you know, I don't think the rolling really did much on the need rolled like thing. I don't know how much it actually like changed it. Because the problem is the field has changed a few times. Between plowing and like getting the nitrogen all set right and stuff. That first time we had like way too much nitrogen in spots of that field. It was kind of a whole thing.
Imagine you probably got probably 100 plus more bales, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
The whole vicinity of the field.
So we're doing a bale challenge right now. The challenge is to get to 100,000 bales on a map And to me, grass bales are just the most efficient thing to do that. So that's what we're doing. Yeah. So we actually have to make 103,000 plus another 11, and then 69 of the small bales is what we have to actually do. But yeah. But yeah, we pretty much just do grass because, like I said, I think it's the fastest way to just make bales. You know, this one field down here, our field of regret, as we like to call it, it yields about 5,000 bales in this single field. So we'll probably make some more fields eventually, or buy some fields, plow some fields together. But for right now, I don't really see a point. I mean, it takes us hours to just do that one field, so.
Did it take more than a stream?
Yeah. Because we started on it. Well, we got the baling done Thursday.
Yeah.
But they definitely weren't all cleaned up. John stayed in. Must have cleaned them all up for us.
Damn.
Yeah, we bought all these fields here. So 18, 22, 23, 19, and 20. That's one field. And that's actually all we've plowed together so far. We don't own a ton of land. This is a 4X map. The next field I want to do is probably 2, 13, 31, and 32. That'll be a pretty good sized field when I decide to pull the trigger on it and make it happen. But yeah. But yeah, Cody, we did start the stream out with mowing and baling and picking and...
Yeah, we did. And I ended almost halfway through, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, because John was in and James. They both helped out on Thursday quite a bit, so...
That's right.
Yep. But, you know, just got to keep after it. It was nice to take a break, though, yesterday, basically. And just not even... I didn't even think about this map yesterday. It's kind of nice. Kind of nice. Oh, yeah. Lots of sunflowers, huh? Very nice. Very nice. But yeah, it's never ending. Pretty much, yeah. There's always something to be done. Exactly, Lonely. Exactly. I mean, hey, let's put it this way, chat. I'd put, like, you know, I've put 195 hours into farms in the last 2 weeks. Now, some of that time is letting my game run all night to, like, you know, lime a big field or seed a big field or fertilize or something like that. But I've also put in a lot of hours of actually, like, doing stuff on here myself. So, yeah, 195 hours in 2 weeks. It's kind of a... That's kind of a lot. Just saying. Kind of a lot. We do have a Discord, but, you know, like our message board, we don't like talking there or anything like audio talk. Voice chat, we don't do that. Yesterday with the tornado thing, Carson had like all the different like streams going, and then made like a multi-stream of that, and then was live streaming that in Discord. And then last night he figured out, you know how like the streamers, they can draw and stuff, you know, with like a Telestrator. Carson kind of figured out how to do that on his end. It was really funny. He sent me a snap of that like 1 o'clock in the morning, figuring out that. Stuart, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Do appreciate them. Do appreciate them. Yeah, it was pretty funny. So I guess next time there's a weather outbreak, he's going to be on there drawing on the screen. That's Telestrator. Is really funny. Really, really funny. But it's all good. No problem. The regular John Madden. Yes. Pretty much, Big Al. The problem is he was trying to run 4 different like YouTube live streams, YouTube / like news site streams, and then like OBS and stuff, and it's like he was running out of monitors. He actually needed a couple more like displays to make it all happen. I could have done it probably. I probably should have. I could have. Yeah, I could have made that work. I have enough screens. It was really funny though. It was very amusing. Although I remember back when some stuff was going on. We'll just say that much. Some unrest was going on. And I'm not talking about like DC stuff, but like other stuff. There was a night where several of us were in TeamSpeak and like some people couldn't watch the stuff because they didn't have like cable on their computer or whatever you want to call it, you know. So I do remember opening up like multiple news like agencies, you know, and like live streaming that into Discord. It was kind of funny. Yeah, it was a good time. Because that's what I would do. I would capture a monitor and then just move on to that one monitor, like the different windows. Yeah, that's what I did. That was an interesting evening. And then I would just like mute and unmute different ones. It was kind of a thing. Cody, are we done yet?
No.
It's not 10 o'clock yet. Dang.
No. You know these lines?
Yeah, they're not straight.
No, but you get kind of tired.
Why? Because it's just back and forth?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that's what farming is, man. Back and forth. All day long.
All night long.
No, hopefully during the day. I mean, you can farm at night, too. Gotta have good lights. Gotta have good lights. That's okay. Well, Cody, if you get tired of bailing this field, you can go bail field 1.
No. It's okay. It's okay.
Part of field 7's ready.
It's okay.
Just saying. You're tired of this field. We got other fields, bud. Where are our sprayer? Okay, they're right there. Never mind. Like, I don't know where our sprayers are, but you go pick up bales. I actually don't mind picking up bales with the giant trailers. I enjoy the big trailers.
Oh, the one that Matt's been using?
Yeah, I got 4 of those hooked up. Throw them on a 1050 and have a good time. Especially up in this field, it would work great because, you know, this field's not super hilly. Probably maintain speed going uphill here. I would assume anyway. I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah. You sure it's not 10 o'clock yet?
Yeah.
Dang it.
Well, it's gotta be 10 o'clolock here before you have
Yeah.
10 o'clock.
Maybe I stop at Godie's 10 o'clock today.
But nothing says you have to go to 10 o'clock.
That's true.
Yeah,
It is 5 o'clock somewhere.
Certain thunderstorm come back.
No, not today. No, I just I didn't sleep last night. I'm gonna be honest. It's April's not a fun month for me. April and May both, for reasons not fun. So you're probably gonna see me be a little down for a little bit, but it is what it is. We're gonna plow on. We're gonna get through it. And
you'll be drinking some Mountain Dew here soon.
I will be drinking heavily during the next like 2 months, probably. Yes. which is not a good coping thing.
All I can say is testify, brother. Testify.
Oh man. But you know what, Trent? That's a good idea. I'm gonna get me some alcohol tomorrow. That's
Oh, that's more or less talking about Mountain Dew.
I don't have any. Is the problem.
Regular Mountain Dew, not the
Lonely,
hard kind.
appreciate you, bud. Do what?
Let's talk about regular Mountain Dew.
Oh,
not the,
like actual Mountain Dew.
Mhm.
There's actually, I'm shocked by this. I noticed today, there's none of it in my house.
like actual Mountain Dew or the
Yeah.
your kind of
Well,
Mountain
either
Dew?
one. They're all gone.
That's guaranteed to change quick.
Which one?
The
Both?
actual Mountain Dew. or yeah, both.
I don't, because Dad drinks Mountain Dew, not the hard variety, but like the regular. He'll drink that. And he started this during COVID, like just keeping it at the house so that he could just grab one out of the fridge and boom, go to work, you know, because he eats breakfast on the way to work usually. Because he used to stop at a gas station every morning and buy one. Well, when COVID hit, he quit doing that. And there's just been a constant supply of Mountain Dew in my house. Normally there's like, not a lot extra, but usually there's some extra sitting around. I noticed today there's none. I'm like, wait a minute. Don't tell me Dad quit drinking soda because there's no shot that's happening.
Just ran out of his reserve and
I
get it
guess.
today.
Sometimes he does have some difficulties like getting it from the grocery store because they, like whoever the vendor is, like the PepsiCo guy doesn't like restock that grocery store very well. So, because he goes to kind of a smaller grocery store, if that makes sense. So, kind of weird, but there's no way that he's like stopping soda. Sam's Club running. I don't never know, Jacob. Or what's your name? Roy. Sorry.
At this point, I don't even know my own name.
I was looking at Jacob's comment.
Sorry,
but-
Jacob.
Black Cat. Hello. Thanks for the bits. What's poppin'?
Black Cat 1ST just
AC's run?
resubscribed for 25 months.
Black Cat, thanks for the 25-month resub. Do appreciate it.
So you know how you can get like the 1 liters?
Yeah.
The one Casey that I've been going to that's on my way to processing facility, as I'll call it.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that they have code red in the 1 liters.
What? I gotta go
So
to Casey's,
they only
yo.
have- They only have like the regular plain green.
Really? But they have...
This time they had
Code
one
red.
code red.
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. I could go for a Casey's run, though, Jacob. That means pizza, you know?
And I did, in fact, get a slice of pizza.
Shocker. Problem is, Casey's is exactly 30 minutes from my front door. Barring any, like, crazy
better
traffic.
start walking.
What? If I'm walking, it'd take me all day.
Better start now, John.
Okay, bye, chat. Redbeard, Casey's breakfast pizza is so good, isn't it? Breakfast pizza, or I'm just a sucker, honestly, for a good classic pepperoni pizza. You know, just
With pineapple.
no, well, I do like that, but just a regular pepperoni pizza. That is my go-to. That's my favorite. Very classic pepperoni. We got on Monday, we got the good St. Louis pizza. And they asked me what I wanted, and I was like, double pepperoni. Now, I didn't eat that pizza until like 10:30 at night because I streamed, you know, and I almost regretted that with like heartburn and acid reflux, but we were good. We got through it. Double pepperoni at 10:30 at night is probably not a good idea. I've never tried their brisket pizza. No, I've heard it was good though. I have heard it was good. I don't go to Casey's a ton. Like I said, the closest one's 30 minutes from my house. So we usually tend to go there when we need the ethanol-free gas. That's like the closest place to get the good ethanol-free gas is the Casey's. That's 30 minutes away. We pretty much run ethanol-free gas and a lot of the stuff at the farm. We don't run it in everything because, like, the lawnmower, we use so much gas that, like, it doesn't matter. Same thing with the side-by-side. But, and, like, all of our little tractors and stuff, all of that's ethanol-free gas because we just don't use them a lot. So we'll go up there and get, like, 15 gallons at a time, and that'll last us quite a while, actually. But they sure love us when we're there. Just think about that. 15 gallons of, I think it's, what is it, 91 ethanol free? It's spendy. And then you get, we have to get, like, you know, 4 pizzas and sometimes beer. Yeah, it's quite an expensive trip, but it's worth it. Just saying. Oh, I don't know how many of you guys heard Thursday, I guess I was talking about it. My tractor, we ran it on Wednesday like a lot. John, what's going on, man? The longest we've run the tractor so far. They had some good temperature and the radiator going. Our gas in the USA is so cheap. Compared to other places in the world, yes, but, like, it still sucks, you know?
Yeah, the lowest I've seen gas and diesel is 79.
Yeah. 92 hours this week. Troy.
Yes.
You're not supposed to work that much.
Well, I mean, you know.
Tell your boss that, right?
Between my full-time job and the firefighting.
Oh.
So.
You guys busy with the firefighting?
Last night especially.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Hackers, what's up, bro? Dude, speaking of Minnesota, I was watching Live on Patrol, and they're in Ramsey County, which is St. Paul, Minnesota, right? Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. John, hello, by the way. Welcome in. See you up there. Just popping,
What's up,
bro.
John?
I was watching Live on Patrol last night, and it was absolutely dumping snow on them.
Oh. Yeah, millennials thing about that hog building?
What?
Minnesota.
I don't know about it. Oh. The one from Millennial Farmer?
Yeah.
That thing was crazy, yeah. You got 4 inches of snow. They had, I think they were getting like 6 to 9 inches of snow in St. Paul. And it was coming down like in buckets, but, you know, snow buckets, right? The one officer, they cut to a different officer for a while. And she actually had snowmen on the hood of her car. And another officer made her. She's driving around with snowmen on the hood of her car. It was hilarious.
Like mini snowmen?
Yeah, they were like miniature sized snowmen, like right at the base of the windshield. You know?
Kind of funny.
Let's see if I gotcha. Alpacas. Black Cat's here.
Like a free decoration that you don't. Hi.
What's up?
Oh, not much.
Right, all right.
Yo.
The question is, anybody heard from Wallert today?
Nope.
Yeah. 'Cause we were watching those storms yesterday in Iowa, and he's like, oh, that's coming right for me. He kept talking about something about hiding under his front porch of his house. So, yeah. 7, holy cow. Yeah, that's pretty spendy. You betcha. Go betcha. Well, we're almost done with one field for the day, chat. Look at us. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going?
You're almost done with one.
Yep. Gotcha, Packers. Gotcha. But yeah, Live on Patrol was hilarious last night. And then not only are they fighting snow and like piles of snow from snow plows and stuff, but they're having to fight potholes because, you know, it's pothole season up there. And like, you couldn't.
That's all the time.
But listen, you couldn't see the potholes because of the snow. So they'd be driving along just nailing these potholes. It was absolutely hilarious. More than €210. Wow. Oh, is Sean doing stuff or oh, he is doing stuff. I didn't even look.
I'm talking about before I could even click on it.
Man, I'm slacking today. I think somebody's picking up the slack for me, huh?
What do you have, Sue?
Hey, Sean. Up. It could be Bert too. Bert's out there somewhere. He's here. Oh wow, Sean. Sean's got all the things running today. All right, that is gonna be that field basically done and dusted. I'll get that center pass. The last one. Clean up these end rows.
Yeah, and I'm doing the last end rows too.
Yep, all good. And that's a field that'll be done here in a minute. That's good.
So is the conglomerate field made yet?
The field of regret?
Yeah, that one.
Yep. It's all good. John finished squaring it up Thursday, I guess. Which it should be good to go now, yeah. It's currently being fertilized, actually, by Courseplay. Currently being fertilized. Carson.
I'll be right back.
All right.
So, how do you like that, John?
Wow, Carson. You didn't even put the part in where I realized that it was.
So how'd you like that TikTok?
I don't.
You're welcome.
Carson, guys, go check out the new TikTok if you haven't seen it. I mean, hey, I lived it live and I still rewatched it. Oh man. Okay, Jacob, gotcha. Carson, bye. This guy out of here. You even rolled it too. Look at you, John. Go. Look at you go. Doing all the things. Good job. Appreciate you doing it. Do appreciate you doing. Oh, I guess I'll have to buy. I need to buy the field info. Wait, it's not for that one though. Over here, technically. There we go. It's been purchased. I forget that it's not part of that one plot. It's part of the forest, technically, or the woods. That's all good. All right.
Do you want me on bail pickup or bailing?
Either one.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Bail with a quad track.
I mean, that's fine. Make sure your bailer doesn't go over 10,000 bales.
62.86 right now.
Okay. We're good. I don't actually know which baler has the highest bale count. Not sure of that. I think there's
one of the three that are active right now.
Yeah.
Cody might have the one that's the highest.
I got 63, 62. Cody's is brand new as of Thursday. It's got his name on it.
Dude, I'll look at this one is 39.77.
Is that big, like, weird looking tractor combine thing? I don't know what that is.
That next set is the the big old combine looking thing that's over here from Germany.
It does. It can combine. It could be a seeder. It could be a sprayer. It could be a whatever.
Yeah, Nexus.
Okay. Just wasn't sure what it was called. That's all.
Looks like yours is the highest, unless there's one hiding somewhere.
We have
For
6
bales.
total.
I found 3 over here.
Okay.
I have one of those 3, so there's one hiding somewhere.
That's fine. There's a New Holland out by the debris crusher that had one on it.
That might have one then.
Yeah.
Yeah, go check that guy.
Wow, Jacob. Just wow. Jacob just sent me an idea for a like a goal for a fundraiser. Jacob, if I set that as my goal, I will hit the goal in like 3 seconds. I'm just saying. Cause ain't nobody want to see that. Wow.
Where do I need to set this bale trailer to?
Probably animal dealer.
Oh, at what field though? What meaning? 3?
Probably still 3, yeah.
Okay.
We got 1 going there now, but
Yeah, he was the only one that was at the bale crusher. There wasn't a baler.
I gotcha. Wait, Jacob, you said it right the first time, not the second message. No, no, no. No, no, no.
Yeah.
He wants to see that, Jacob.
The one that's on the New Holland's only 2,500.
Oh, okay. Well. Map download link is in the chat. You have to go to the Papa Smurf website. It's mods. If they don't, oh, okay. I don't like anything to do with that, Jacob, for the record. Oh, thank you.
I'm interested now.
No. It involves a tub of warm water.
Okay.
Maybe even hot water.
Content.
Yeah, I still don't see a single problem here.
I see a lot of problems here.
I don't.
I do.
Bad decisions were made.
Carson, I think it was Carson. Maybe it was somebody else. But maybe it was Jake. I forget who it was. Somebody asked me basically like, how is Casey's swimming pool? And like, would I go do a cannonball in that for like, if we hit a goal for No Kid Hungry? And I was like, absolutely not. I'd probably get tetanus and like, you know, a brain amoeba or something. I don't know. It's nasty, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Hasn't been cleaned in like 2-3 years now. Something like that. And as soon as it warms up, man, it's like hard to be outside because there's so many frogs in the dang pool. It's so loud. It's ridiculous. And somehow nobody turns them into our city. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Wasn't Jacob. Okay, I think it was Carson. But I can't remember. I just know my reaction was not no, but hell no. I was like, there's no way. There's no way I'm doing that. Like, no. We could raise $100,000 for charity and I wouldn't do it. Okay. It's that like nasty. I'd be better off to go jump in the Mississippi River in downtown than do that, you know? If the pool is clean. Well, but that's not, no, the point is the dirty, nasty, disgusting water, Jacob. That's the whole point, you know? Which, no, I don't go in lakes, chat, okay, or rivers either. No. Clean swimming pools only. I don't like dirty water. I don't know. I'm a snob like that, I guess. I've never been in a lake. Something about them freaks me out. Yeah, pretty much, Troy, yeah. Pretty much. I'm telling you, some kind of like brain-eating amiibo. That's what's gonna happen. That pool is nasty.
You keep saying that, and all I can think about is the movie Species or either Predator.
Oh yeah. Last summer we were over there. I had to think about that one for a second. Last summer, Dad and I were over there around 4th of July. We rebuilt like the step on his screen and porch thing, and Dad kind of got on him a little bit, which I think it's really funny when Dad gets on him. It's like, you know, we've known each other forever. You know, Casey and I, obviously we've lived next door to each other forever. It's funny when my dad gets on him, how like my dad would get on me, you know? And, but Dad kind of got on him. He had like full on trees growing through his pool cover. And Dad was like, you got to get those out of there. And sure enough, he got them out of there. Yeah. Never serve that water to any human. Baba Boshai. Okay. But yeah, it's bad, man. It's really bad. But yeah, I find it amusing when Dad gets on him. He like listens as if like Dad's his dad, you know? Yeah. Very funny. Bert, why? Bert, why?
Why not?
Oh, you don't know what he just sent me?
Nope.
And
Why
I can't
not?
repeat it.
That's my answer.
I can't repeat it. That's for sure.
Speaking of the date, we'll say, was playing Satisfactory earlier.
Yep.
The lizard doggos are giant now.
Oh, yeah?
And then, you know, like the space well things?
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're small
Oh, wow.
and bouncy still.
Wow.
Yeah, it's for April Fools.
I gotcha. That
I assume that's
pool,
what that's for.
you know, Chuck, it might, yeah. Bradley, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I don't know how, like, nobody turns them into our city. I just don't understand it. I'm not going to be the one, of course. But, like, I kind of just don't understand how nobody turns them in, you know? Yeah. Puma in chat, what's up? How's it going? How are ya? We're bailing. That's all I know. Bailing. I'm here. I'm here. And probably for the next like 2 months, I'm just gonna be here. That's my official answer. Just saying. I'm here. Doing well. Awesome. I'm a Puma too. Wait. This game, what about it? It's fun. It's a good time. We're doing some weird stuff on here right now. We're in the middle of a 100,000 bale challenge. We had about 25,000 bales before we started today. Game seems like too much. The game, it's good. It's a good game. It's a solid game. It's a fun game. The problem is it's not really new player friendly. So it's one of those games like, you know, you almost need to like play and be watching the stream and be like, okay, how do I do this? And how do I do this? And how do I do this? Like, I definitely don't mind like answering questions. I can't tell you how many times, like, you know, we've had to teach people about precision, especially precision farming. Oh my goodness. But that's fine. It's fun. I enjoy it, you know. I like it. Seems like a lot of work. I mean, if you enjoy the game, does it really work? I played Halo 2 for like 1 billion hours back in the day, and I enjoyed it, so it wasn't like work. You know what I mean? It was fun. Or like last night I was playing Railroads Online and redoing train yards. I guess you could call that work, but I was having a good time, you know? I was having a great time with that. So I don't know if it's, I don't know. I think it's fun. I think it's fun. Yeah, 100,000 bales, chat. What we're in the middle of doing right now. It is a good time so far. Definitely a good time. Turn around. Right. Right, all right. So, now, starting Monday, you know, I have been just streaming this for the past, like, week and a half or so, whatever it's been. Almost 2 weeks, actually, because Monday would be 2 weeks. Monday, we're going to be jumping into some construction sim. And seeing what's new with there was a update 5 or whatever. So, how do you activate GPS mods? So your first thing you got to do is download it from the mod hub. And then when you start your game up, you got to activate it like any other mod. And then you have to put it on your tractor or combine or whatever in the shop. The $15,000 add-on. And then from there, it's Alt-C to turn it on. And then Control-S to actually bring up the menu. So, yeah. How does it keep track of how many bales we've made? So there's 2 ways we're keeping track kind of how many bales we've made. One is with the Vermeer DLC. And what that does is it actually gives us a bale counter in our help menu. So this particular baler's made 6,437.38 bales. This particular baler. We have 6 balers as of right now. We'll end up with 10 eventually because we're doing 10,000 bales per baler is what we're doing. We're doing 10,000 per baler. The other way is if we were playing in single player or self-hosted, there's a page basically that has all of your stats. And you can see everything that you've done. On a dedicated server like this, we don't have that unless I download the save, which I definitely can. I just haven't actually done that in a little while. Probably should for backup reasons. So, you're having trouble finding Chuck.
I was going to say, don't pay no attention to him.
Chuck, I really like having you here, but I hate you sometimes. And I mean that with all due respect, sir.
Yeah, Chuck, the downloadable content, what trouble finding?
Chuck, it's called the mod hub. It's on the main menu under downloadable content.
Hey, you see what Sean said to him, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to ruin that perfect record, yeah. Chuck, I hope you know I'm joking. I do like having you here. You're a good part, but like... Something's making noise outside. What is that? What was that? I think my dad's outside. I think it's Pops. Or, you know what? It must be my aunt, not my dad. Because I don't see Dad's truck on the camera at all, so I don't think it's him. I don't know. Sounded like, to be honest, it sounded like plastic, like bottles getting dropped in a recycling can. That's what I think it was. Yeah. Why is this the first time you're hearing of this game? I don't know. A lot of people that are watching do play this. And a lot of people that are watching are playing it right now. And that's why chat's not, like, usually popping off too much. Because a lot of people are playing, yeah. Yep. Dang. Oh, Alex, keep your head up, man. You'll get better one of these days, I swear. I hope, anyway. Crazy, man. Sorry to hear you're going through some issues again. Jacob, thanks for that gift sub. Yeah. I don't know. Sean, I'm kind of annoyed by that whole, like, mod appreciation day. Chuck's playing right now. There you go. Mod appreciation day. Apparently, Twitch sent out an email. I never got it. So I didn't know anything about this whole mod appreciation day or whatever they call it. So yeah. Guilty as charged. Playing right now. See, a lot of people be playing. A lot of them. But yeah, I don't know. I never got it. I'm a Twitch partner, never got the email, you know? Oh, you got the email. Okay. Interesting. They sent it to the mods and not the streamers. An email about Mod Appreciation Day, Troy. Apparently yesterday was Mod Appreciation Day, so thanks, mods. I gave you guys the night off. You're welcome. Yeah, that's what it was. That's why I didn't stream yesterday. I gave the mods the night off. Not that I was sitting here eating cosmic brownies and my feelings at the same time. Not at all. No.
And hiding from storms.
Oh, it was Thursday, but not. Well, I gave you the night off last night in celebrations, Sean. You're welcome. Eating my feelings and cosmic brownies. What's it to you? And Taco Bell at 10 o'clock last night, but that's another story, okay? What do I do for the mods?
20.
I really like my mods. They're great guys. Yeah, cosmic brownies. You betcha. What was what about? But anyway, the mods, what do I do for my mods? Well, technically one of them kind of works for me and he gets like, he does get money out of me. But I'm also like, I don't mind. I don't do it a ton because some of my mods, cough, cough, don't let me, like do this, but I don't mind buying mods like games and stuff like that, you know? Yeah. Farmer Ryan, north of 25,000. North of 25,000. Yep. Cosmic Brownie ice cream sounds good. What?
It is good.
What should we have done for them? Said thank you. Yes, Jacob, yes. They sure are. But yeah, I don't mind buying my mods or even like the guys I hang out with. Like if a new DLC comes out or something that we're gonna be checking out, like I don't mind. Some people won't let me do that, Troy. But yeah.
Yeah, I know that feeling, John.
Troy.
What?
Won't let me buy you nothing.
Yeah, you won't let anybody buy anything for you.
I don't mind it. I don't mind.
I know you don't, but I mean, when I can do it myself, you know.
I understand. Understood. I understand the assignment. Just saying. But yeah, I don't know. Say thank you to the mods for putting up with all the, you know, stuff.
All the tomfoolery.
And we have a lot of stuff here. Well, that's what you get when you have an online stalker. You get lots of stuff to deal with, you know? So it's a whole thing. Hello? Hello?
Hi.
My dad's out here. What's up?
Hi.
He's not talking to me.
Oh,
He must be on the phone.
When's that dad stream?
I don't know. You mean to ask him? He's on the phone with somebody right now.
Yeah, ask him.
Well, we've been promised this for a little while now.
Yeah, I know. He just came out here. Listen. He just came out here on the phone, talking to somebody on the phone, stood in the garage for a minute, and then just went back in the house.
Maybe he's looking for something.
I don't know. Like, what are you doing? I just want to say hi.
Stream just needs to ask a question.
Wow, Chuck. Wow. Thanks, Sean. Sounds like a whole thing. Unsolicited advice about moderators. don't add a ton of them. Just saying. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Selecting mods. Well, there's two things. One is selecting mods is a difficult process. But the other thing is whenever you do get a mod or give somebody mod, make sure that they understand that it's a trial basis. It may not be forever. You know? It may not be forever. I feel like that's a good way to go about it. Just be like, hey, trial basis. It may not be forever. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. No hard feelings. Don't take it too personal. Problem is they're going to take it personal because, you know, kind of a whole thing. But yeah, finding a good core of mods is a thing. And a lot of people think they need like 800 mods. You really don't. You really don't. Like, we probably have too many, but we also have mods that haven't been here in like a couple of years probably. So I gotcha. And then the big thing, like, so Carson's kind of my right-hand man, kind of my like assistant, we'll call him, right? And when he kind of came on board and started doing stuff for me, editing and basically kind of head mod, for lack of a better term, we had a conversation about like expectations. And it's like, this is what I expect a chat to be. And then, you know, it's really easy for new people that are mods to just be like, okay, this is what Carson's doing. This is kind of what we need to do. And like, I've only really had to have that conversation with like him, and pretty much everybody else just kind of picked up on it, you know? So you take some, oh, see, yeah, you gotta not let Twitch comments bother you. Twitch comments are like a raindrop in a rainstorm. There's plenty of them. Just, it's fine. Let them, it's fine. Just let them go, you know? Do I speak Portuguese? I barely speak English. No, I don't speak any Portuguese. English is my first and only language, and I barely speak that.
That's messed up.
I mean, I might be there right there with you in that boat.
If I speak any Portuguese, it's by accident.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I speak gibberish.
I speak redneck most of the time. Exactly, Sean. Exactly. And Sean's been a mod for absolutely ever. And he, you know, kind of changed his ways too. English. I do speak English.
Fire Shadow, you're not wrong.
Maybe a little sarcastic. I am not sarcastic at all, Fire Shadow. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Never sarcastic.
Hey, you whippersnapper.
What's up, Pinocchio? Your nose just got longer.
Hey, well, that camera's not in 3D. Calm down.
Those are expensive cameras.
I can just do 2 of them, right? Wait,
I don't know.
Can I stream in 3D to Twitch? Is that a thing?
Carson?
He's not here. You know, for being like my right-hand man, he's never, he's like never here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Weird. Brazilian, gotcha. Gotcha. But yeah, I don't speak any, I know a little bit of Spanish, like enough to be offensive, so.
I think everyone can do that one, though.
Rather, thanks for that gift sub, I appreciate you. Yeah. I know, like, hola, and, like, no bueno. And gringo.
Cerveza.
And that's pretty much it. Chuck, I'm sorry. I know Spanish like Peggy Hill knows Spanish. If y'all have ever seen King of the Hill, that's kind of my not the end of my Spanish.
So you, yeah.
It's bad.
What happened? Where are semi-truck bale trailers stored at?
So they're all the way down south, down yonder, down there by 29 is where they're sitting. Don't know why they're down there, but they are. There's all kinds of trailers actually.
I'll go grab the semi-truck that's down there.
It's down there. Trilingual.
No.
If you speak one, you're an American. That's a great comment. If you speak one or two language, you're bilingual, trilingual. If you speak one, you're American.
He's not wrong.
Sorry, John. Looks like you're not American. You're bilingual.
Where's my Bud Light and my American flag? That's what I want to know. Because I'm proud to be an American. Oh, man.
This trailer train's so long, I can't actually see my back trailer.
Right?
Oh yeah,
Like,
you can
on
only
the-
see your second trailer, really.
No,
you can see
on the top, on the HUD thing. Yeah, that's why I switched to those other trailers, to be honest.
Yeah, see the HUD thing.
Yeah, you can only see your last dolly.
The dolly, yeah. Yep, that's exactly why I switched. You
So
betcha.
When are we getting that test semi-truck?
I haven't heard anything, so we'll just not talk about it because I don't know if it's public. So shh, don't tell anybody.
I mean, there's many things there's there.
Trent and what? No. The conversation behind the conversation sometimes, you guys.
I mean, he does need to start that business segment.
No, I don't. No.
Yeah, that business venture could be pretty profitable.
Oh, I guarantee you it's going to be profitable.
Wait. Oh, well, so you took a knife to the chest? Is that what happened? I know you haven't talked about it much publicly, but like, dang, I didn't know that's what happened. Wow. Going to the... Hey, Troy, you got $20 in your pocket?
That's what I was thinking.
I'm gonna pop some tags when they got $20 in my pocket.
You know what? I hadn't even thought about that, but now I'm gonna play that song on the way.
Yes! Do it! She's gonna be so annoyed, and I'm here for it. Maybe she won't get the joke. I don't know. Snapchatter didn't happen.
Oh, definitely.
I'm gonna pop some. That's a great song. I haven't heard that song in a minute.
Yeah, neither have I, and now it's stuck in my head again.
DMCA. Yeah, because my singing, Chuck, is gonna get caught by DMCA. You're right, Chuck. Let me write myself a note so when I put this on YouTube, I can edit that part out, okay?
Hi, Cody.
Ew, Cody. Why? Why?
On that note, I'll be back.
Bye, Troy.
Bye, Troy.
Bye-bye, Troy.
Only got $20 in my pocket. Such
Actually,
a good...
I kind of did yesterday because I was supposed to do that for pizza.
Do you guys...
I'm gonna be Trent for the rest of the day.
All right. Do you guys like keep a few bucks in your left front pocket, or is it just me?
I did yesterday.
Puma will catch you lurking. We'll see ya. Have a good lurk.
I only keep money in my wallet.
Really?
Yeah.
Money in your
See,
wallet?
okay, listen. So I keep money in my wallet, but like I'm the guy if I'm at a gas station and I'm buying something, or wherever, right? I'm gonna hand them money, and of course I'm gonna get change back, right?
Yeah.
I'll just stuff that change in my front left pocket. I will not take the time to put it back in my wallet.
But or like
Depends on what
coins?
it is.
No, I don't care. Just like whatever, and then they give you the receipt and the change. I just fold it in half. Left pocket, I'll deal with it later. I don't like being the guy like holding up the line, you know?
Put it in your pocket and you throw it in your cup holder.
Oh, it goes right in my pocket, and then it stays there, and then like, yeah.
Of a
This
cup holder
server,
or like a in your vehicle that's like dedicated to change?
Not really. This server is for people that have been around for a while. So yeah.